Welcome back to another video on the law of attraction. Now in today's video, I want to talk about something that you've all probably heard of before, and that is gratitude. So I know a lot of people will be like, gratitude, I know we need to feel grateful. I've heard it before, I've heard it a million times. But maybe this explanation will maybe be the breakthrough that you've been looking for, or that you've been needing for a long time in order to manifest the things that you actually want. So why gratitude? Why is it so important? Because a lot of people want to focus on the things, or they are focused on things that they don't have, right? All the things that we do have, we take for granted because it's already there. We don't wake up in the morning and think about every single thing that we actually do have. We tend to think about the things that we need and want. We obsess about those things. So gratitude is nothing more than a vibrational frequency. So the thing that you want, let's assume that everyone, or the people that want something, they want something positive. Nobody wants to bring in something negative into their lives, right? Very few people would willingly want to bring in negative things into their lives. So the thing that they want, whether that's a partner in a relationship, whether it's money, whether it's good health, whatever it is, or friends, or whatever, those things we consider positive. Those things generally are positive things, and we want to bring positivity and positive things into our lives. So one can assume that those things are on a high vibrational level. Those things vibrate at a very high frequency because they are positive. So in other words, you have to match. I'm sure you've heard this before. In order to bring in the law of attraction, is you being on a vibrational match with the thing that you want. So you need to get onto that frequency. Now people will say, how do I do that? People disregard almost the importance of having to match vibrationally to the thing that they actually want. So if you are negative, or if the majority of your thoughts are about the things that you don't have, and you get frustrated and get upset and you get impatient, and all of those things, you can hear all of those words are negative words that would describe you, almost the state that you are in which state you are whilst trying to manifest and bring those things into your life. So one can assume that it's absolutely impossible to match up with those things, because those things are positive. You are in a negative space of mind. You are on a negative vibrational level. So the more you run towards it or run after it, the more it will elude you, the more it will run away from you. That's just the laws of the universe. It will not match with you. It cannot match with you, so you cannot bring it into your life. So what does gratitude do? What does gratitude have to do with the law of attraction? It's got everything to do with the law of attraction, because you first need to get onto a matching vibrational frequency than the thing that you want, which is automatically a high vibrational match. You cannot go to a lower frequency. And we just call it frequency, we just call it vibrations and frequency. And even though it is absolutely real, it's scientifically proven, but we can also, just to simplify it, we can also call it kind of an emotion. Let's use this example to explain it on a practical level. Let's say you are single, and if this is not the problem that you are struggling with, try not to shut off your mind. Try and listen to the example and then apply it to whichever problem you have, or whatever thing you want to manifest. You can apply the same principles on that thing. So let's say you are single, you want to manifest a healthy relationship, loving partner. That person you want to bring into your life. One can assume that you want to bring some positivity into your life, right? So you don't want a negative person in your life, you want a positive person in your life. So the more positive, the more you'll actually want to bring that person in. So one can assume that ideology, that ideal person, is a very positive person. But you being focused on, or being frustrated, having that emotion of frustration and impatience and disappointment because you don't have that, and constantly in that emotional state seeking that thing, you are on a very, your emotions are very negative. So why would that person want to be with a person that's very negative? It's not a match at all. So forget about frequency. Let's just talk about emotions. Would that person want a negative? Would they willingly say, okay, I can see that this person is super negative, but I want them in my life regardless? They would run away from you so fast that you'll never catch them. Now, that's at a very basic level, dealing with emotions, but the vibrational frequency is exactly the same. It's just automatic, and it happens behind the scene without us knowing, but it's a law of the universe. So you cannot override it. It cannot by chance be manipulated. It's a law like gravity. So whether, and here's the thing, let's take this example a little bit further and say, let's say you fake being positive, then obviously that person would accept you. But unfortunately, when it comes to the frequency on a vibrational level, the energy, you cannot fake anything. So that is the reflection of what that person sees, and that's the truth. You cannot manipulate or fake it at all. So that's why you will never match with that person. And that's where gratitude comes in. You need to get onto a different frequency. You need to get onto a different emotional state before you even attempt to bring in more things into your life. So it's not a trivial thing where you can say, okay, I've learned about gratitude. Okay, I'm going to wake up every morning and say, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, I'm grateful for that. But emotionally, I haven't changed, and I'm still desperately want these things, and I chase these things, and I get frustrated because I don't have these things. But I did do my affirmation and my mantra this morning, so clearly it has to work. And that's why it doesn't work, because a lot of people will give that advice where they say you need to get up in the morning and say 10 things that you are grateful for. I mean, it's been explained in the Secret, where people would say, you know what, you need to just rehearse these things that you're grateful for. But I'm talking about, you need to really, really sit back and realize that life is not all about you. We tend to think that life is all about us, but life is about the collective, not the collective consciousness, but the collective people. It's about the collective people, because other people are going through terrible, terrible things in life that you aren't aware of. You're just so focused on the things that you don't have that you're not unaware of the things that people are actually going through, the terrible, terrible things that people are going through. I mean, we hear about the wars going on in the world, and we see some footage online, and still we complain about we don't have that brand new car, we don't have the person, we don't have the this and that and the other thing. So because we are so desensitized to the things that we actually have, the blessings that we actually have in our life. And the universe will not permit you to have anything more if you are constantly on that negative vibrational level. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to look at evidence of other people going through terrible things, even if it's small. You can find evidence of that everywhere. Nowadays, we are so connected with the people of the world that we can find evidence of that everywhere online. You can even find, if you really look deeply, you can find evidence of people suffering in your own little circles, inner circles, your family, your friends, your colleagues. And what is very sad is that a lot of people, the people with the lowest vibrational levels, tend to almost feel joy when they see other people suffering. And they feel excitement when they see other people suffering. And that is a very sad thing to see, that people are so self-observed, so self-centered, that you would want other people to suffer so that you do not feel the pain of not having the thing that you want. which is the pain that you are causing yourself because you are focused on that lack. So you've got that lack mentality within you. So that's a very sad thing to say or to see, but it's unfortunately true. And those people, what they don't realize is that the more other people suffer, it's not going to bring them any more of what they want. So those people will rebuild and they'll build themselves up, and still, fast forward 5 years, you'll still not have the thing that you actually want. So, and that's how self-absorbed people are. That's how negative people are. That's how low their vibrational mental states are, or their frequency, their energy levels. So you need to match up with the thing that you actually want, which means you need to start ignoring and forgetting and casting aside the things that you don't have, the negative emotions that you feel towards the things that you don't have. And you need to almost become content with not having those things and become more focused and aware of the things that you actually have in your life. So look at other people, look at what they're going through, and then be thankful for the fact that you're not going through that. Put yourselves, and this is kind of contrary to what the law of attraction says, which is you need to focus on things that you actually want, not the things that you don't want, sure. But just look at other people and look what they're going through. And then put yourself in their shoes and say, and realize how terrible that would be if you were actually to experience what they are. And then be thankful that you are not. Be thankful for the things that you actually have. A lot of people want to have money, right? That's one of the biggest things that people want to manifest in their lives, is money. But think about this. Why do you want more money? Let's assume you have a house, roof over your head, you've got a car, you've got a job, you've got purpose, you've got food to eat every day. Why do you want more? Why do you need more? Why do you want to have? You can only buy so much more before you become saturated. Yes, we'd all like to have a little bit better of what we already have, but we already have it, and there are people out there that who don't. So become thankful. The more, and it's almost like going to the gym and training your muscles. It's not going to be like you wake up tomorrow morning and you mention 10 things you're grateful for, and you have a bit of a aha moment, and the next day you manifest the thing that you want. You need to become that person, and that takes time. It's like going to the gym. You cannot go there for one day and train for 5 hours and then all of a sudden have a healthy body. You need to go there for an hour a day consistently for 5 years, or 5 months at least, before you would start to see the changes in your life, changes in your health. Now, gratitude works exactly the same. You need to be that person that consistently focuses on the positive things in their lives. The things that you don't have, the more you do this, the things that you don't have will become so insignificant and trivial that you'll be like, well, if I don't get it, I'm still a happy person. Maybe it's just not meant for me. Maybe someday it will happen. Maybe in 5 years it will happen. But whenever it happens, it happens. Whenever the universe, it fits in with the plans, the universe's plan, then I'll be happy. And if I never get it, I'm also happy. It's the same with me starting this YouTube channel. So for so many years, I've been focused. I've always wanted to start this YouTube channel, right? And I've started multiple channels before, years and years ago. And anxiety just prevented me from taking it any further. And I've got this OCD mindset, so I was focused on everything. So I would look at other YouTubers and I would search online for ways to grow your channel. So I would literally go onto all of these social media platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, back in the day, and I would spam people. I would invite them, spam them, and say, listen, I would really appreciate it if you go and watch my videos or go and subscribe. It was all about getting a certain number of subscribers to my channel. And obviously that didn't happen quick enough because I was so oblivious to the fact that I've got everything. I've got the the mental capacity, I've got the knowledge, I've got the camera, I've got the space, I've got the freedom, I've got the finances, I've got every single thing that makes it possible for me to sit every single day and record a video and upload it to YouTube. I've got all of that. Other people do not have that luxury of having a proper camera and a proper setup and the freedom to do it and all of those things and the support from a partner, etc. I have literally everything. Yet I was so focused on I don't have the subscribers and I'm not getting the subscribers that I lost interest almost. I didn't want to do something for nothing. And fast forward, I've tried it a couple of times, and every single time I've been so obsessed about how to grow my channel, how to get more subscribers. I've deleted multiple channels. That there's just absolutely no way, being at that vibrational frequency, that anybody would want to watch my videos. I saw the average drop-off rate on my videos were like 3 seconds. And I didn't understand, because I'm putting in all of this effort. I planned beforehand. And this time around, over the last few years, I've grown as an individual, and I've realized that, you know what? I don't need all of that. And I've come to the realization that even if it doesn't happen ever, my main focus is to put out the stuff that I know, the stuff that I've learned, the stuff that I've experienced. That's my main focus, and that's what's important to me, is to put that information out there. And honestly, I can say this with an honest heart, that I do not care whether one person watches this video or 1 million people watches my videos. I do not care. My objection or my objective is to put the information out there, and if it helps somebody someday in 5 years or 10 years, or even after I'm gone in 50 years, I don't care. As long as I get the opportunity, and I feel so grateful to be able to live my dream of just talking to the camera. And I enjoy every single second of just talking to the camera. Whether I say something wrong, whether I say something right, it doesn't matter to me. For me, it's all about having the opportunity and living out my dream of putting out a YouTube channel and just speaking to the camera. I enjoy every second of it. And I'm dead serious when I say I do not care. Honestly, internally, the other day I found one comment on one of my videos. One comment. I think there was like 11 views and one comment. I was stoked. It was amazing. And even if it weren't there, I would have been happy. And I'm happy even if let's say I do this every single day for the next 5 years, and in 5 years I still only get 11 views or maybe even 0 views on my videos, I would still be content. I'm still happy, because I've accepted the fact that I've got so much that I've got absolutely nothing to complain about. And maybe that's not my life's path to get 2 million subscribers. Maybe it's not. But I'm okay with that, because I've got so much more going for me. I've got so much else to be grateful for. And that's what the message that I want to get through to you is that stop being focused on yourself and start focusing on the people. Start focusing on the world. Start focusing on things that you actually have, and observe other people going through terrible things, and realize how good, let's call it the universe or even God, is to you by giving you not that, but giving you everything else that you have in your life. And yes, there are people that has what you have or what you want, but they're going through their own struggles. You might envy somebody saying, well, they've got the perfect partner. I want that. I need that. And I'm so focused on only the fact that I don't have it. Yet they are going through their own struggles, of which you don't want. I guarantee you that. Like they say, the grass is always greener on the other side, but it's not. So, and I can almost guarantee you, this is a universal law, that the more you focus on the things that you have, the more you are content with what you have, the more you'll be able to do the right things vibrationally to actually move you to the things. I'm not saying accept the fact that you don't have it and accept that you're never going to get it. I'm just saying be grateful for the things that you have. Be grateful for the space that you are in. And before you know it, you will slowly but surely start to move towards the thing that you actually want. Because why? It's by law. You are then vibrationally matching with the things that you actually want, which is positive. So positive energy attracts positive energy. And before you know it, you'll have that. But then at that moment, it will feel like you've always had it. It will just fit in so seamlessly with the positive energy, the positive emotion, the gratitude that you've been feeling for the one thing. You'll start to feel for that thing that's now manifesting and come into your life. So that's a message I want to leave you with. I know for a lot of people, they're like, you know what, you don't know what you're talking about because my life's an absolute mess because I don't have that and I don't have the money and I desperately need the money because I need to survive, blah, blah, blah. But the people who will win are the people that will be able to overcome their desperate need, the fear of not having that and not getting it in time. Those are the people that will win. So you can ask yourself, either you can keep on fixate on things that you don't have and keep on fighting and clawing your way to try and find it, and it will elude you for the next 10 years and the next 50 years until you die. And only on your deathbed you'll actually realize what I was trying to say to you today. Or you can be the person that takes this message and say, you know what, I've been focused on myself for so long, so much. In any case, not going to get it if I continue down this path. So I'm going to take this message and I'm going to really let go. It's all about like the law of attraction. All of these people that actually know something about the law of attraction, all of them talk about letting go, feeling grateful, keeping your attention on what you want, never focusing on the negative, etc., etc. But what does it all mean? It means it's an absolute truth. It's the laws of the universe. So accept this today, if you will, and focus on the things that you already have. Start to cultivate this mentality, this positive attitude. I've met so many people that it doesn't matter how much they keep on talking to me and it's all negative, spewing negativity. And the more I try to kind of get their minds, talking to them in a subtle way, trying to get their minds to see that, you know what, maybe there's a positive side to this. They do not want to hear it at all. In fact, it's almost like I'm talking a different language. They're not hearing it at all. After I'm done speaking, they're just waiting for their turn to speak so they can continue with their negative rant. So those people will have a tough time, and a long, prolonged tough time. But the ones that can actually drop their guards, drop their negativity, and recognize and realize what they have, those are the ones that will in the blink of an eye move towards and match up with the things that's missing. And that's why we've all heard that money makes money. People with money always get more. People with love always get more. Why is that? It's because they are so grateful for what they have that more of that just keeps pouring into their lives. It's an absolute fact. It's a universal law. So again, just to conclude, you have the choice. Either you can continue to be negative and blame everybody around you and focus on the fact that you don't have it, or and know for a fact, if that's you, you'll never get it, and be content with that. Or you can say, you know what, I'm going to let go of the things that I don't have. For now, I'm going to focus on the things that I do. And it's almost like watching your weight, going on a diet, and then weighing yourself one day later after starting your diet, and then getting frustrated because you haven't lost 40 pounds. It's just not possible. So put the scale away, put the thing that you want away, let go of that, and for the next, there's a challenge, maybe comment below and say to me, if there's anybody watching this, again, would be great. But comment below and say, what is it that you, because that will make it real for you. If you start writing out something, what is it that you would let go of and that you are going to start focusing on? And let's make a challenge for the next 6 months to do that. And every time you catch yourself thinking about the thing that you don't have, force yourself to forget about that. And then immediately replace that thought with a positive one where you say, you know what, sure, I don't have it, but at least I've got this. At least my life looks like that. At least I've got the freedom. At least I've got the money. At least I've got the partner. At least I've got the family. At least I've got, my parents are still alive. At least whatever. At least I've got 5 kids. You might not have money, but you might have 5 kids. And the person that you are envying for having a lot of money, they might struggle to get kids or to have kids. So just focus on the positive for the next 6 months and try your best to keep that mindset for the next 6 months, and let's see what happens to your life. Thank you once again for watching. If you need more help, as always, you can always find me in the link below in the description. Schedule a meeting with me and let's see if I can help you out. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.